Look at them, sleeping so peacefully. I've gotta wonder though, they make all those Yandere roleplay videos. Did they think they'd attract a Yandere? Because, well, I am quite obsessed with them. You know, I fell in love with their voice. The sweetness that spreads through each and every word they speak. And may I say, their looks exceed my imagination. Their hair so soft and shimmering in the moonlight room. Their face is just... it's so cute and adorable. The way they sleep is just so perfect. Their skin is so smooth and soft. It makes me wish I could caress it all night. Though I'd probably run their skin raw if I chose to do so. Their lips are so glossy and tempting. There have been so many nights where I dreamt of laying my lips upon theirs. The dreams where I stare into their eyes as... just like I'm doing so right now. Oh, oh, you're awake. Hey. Shh. It's just me. You don't recognize me? Don't be silly. I leave comments on every one of your videos. I constantly talk about you on your social groups. If anything, I'm your biggest fan. Yes, that's me. That's me. You do remember me. What am I doing here? Well, I said I'd pay a visit to you one of these days, remember? I told you that one of these days my temptations were going to get the better of me and I'd come to meet you in person. On top of that, I think I made it quite clear that I was, am a yandere for you. Oh, you thought it was an act. An act because of your yandere videos. Oh, don't be silly. I would never lie, nor hide my true emotions from you. I love you too much in order to do so. How did I figure out where you lived? Oh, sweetie. It wasn't easy, you know. It took months of patience and digging to finally figure out where you lived. But, might I add, all that effort paid off. Oh my goodness. So many questions. Well, you're still probably very tired, so I'll chalk it up to that. I'm here because I love you, love you. Ever since the first day I heard your voice to the day that I finally got to see the real you, which is right now, I've loved you. I'm just a crazy fan, and that my love isn't real? Oh, darling, you should know how this whole encounter is going to end up, right? You've done so many of those yandere roleplays, recorded so many of those scripts. I mean, how are you not catching on to the direction that this night is going to be headed? Oh, and to answer your question, I am crazy. I don't doubt that. But my love for you isn't fake. Just feel my heartbeat. See? Do you feel that? It's beating so fast because of you. Hey, how come you've grown silent? What, were you expecting to be chained up in a basement? Me coming down here with a knife threatening you that if you ever leave me that you would suffer the consequences? Darling, I'm not like that at all. Not at all. In fact, I'm much more gentle of a yandere. I give off those housewife vibes. If anything, I'll spoil you rotten while still giving you the most of your liberties. For example, you can keep posting your voice acting channel. I'd be sad if you stopped, but you wouldn't have to worry about cooking, cleaning, or anything of the sort. I'll even let you leave for your daily activities. I am obsessive and clingy, but not enough to hinder your everyday activities. My only conditions, and I know this will take time, is to love me unconditionally, such that I love you. You stay completely loyal to me and me alone, and I'm pretty sure that you know the rest, seeing as how you've done so many of these Yandere scripts up to this point. That's one way to put me, I guess. Wholesome Yandere. But if you saw my thoughts and dreams, I am nowhere near as wholesome as you would think. A soft-core Yandere? Is that the right terminology? I'm not too sure. It's all a bit confusing to me. Oh, yeah, it is good to see the tension in your muscles relax a bit. But you still look slightly scared. Which is fine. It does take a while to fully wrap your thoughts around me even being here in the first place. When I leave, you'll go back to sleep and wake up thinking this was all some sort of dream. When I leave? Yes, I'm leaving pretty shortly. First of all, you need your beauty sleep. Wouldn't want you missing out because of me. And I fully recognize that you need some time to think things over. Am I worried that you'll fill out a restraining order? I'm sure that you know that would only worsen this condition of mine. From a gentle Yandere to the Yandere that would act out in your videos, which I'm pretty sure you don't want. Unless if you like those types of Yanderes. And if so, I can turn into one right now. I am quite flexible when it comes to changing who I am, as long as it's only you who wants the change. I know that you still can't believe this, and to be truthful, neither can I. You know how much I'm resisting the urge just to wrap you up in a tight hug and play with your hair? Not to mention those luscious lips of yours. How I just dream of pressing my lips up against yours. But I am a woman of morals. A Yandere with morals. Crazy, right? To be completely honest, I am a newly formed Yandere. I turned Yandere after getting into better contact with you. What made me turn Yandere in the first place? Well, I gotta say, listening to all of your Yandere videos made me want to be a target of a Yandere. But when I realized that was an unrealistic goal, I slowly started becoming a Yandere. And my eyes have only been on you, darling. Though, if you do think about it, it is your fault that I'm like this. How? Well, there was a stage where I was, ironically, being a Yandere for you. But you kept teasing me and telling me all these things like, maybe I want to be kidnapped, and I wish I had a Yandere stalker. So the irony was lost, and I became a full-fledged Yandere, and you'll be my first. And only. Well, yes, only. Even though I am in the early stages of Yandere syndrome. That's what I'm calling it. I know it's going to progress to become something much worse. That's why I'm approaching you now. To give yourself time to think and maybe prepare for when I do come and actually kidnap you. If you decide to be mine before it gets that bad, then great. If not, and my syndrome becomes worse, then... Well, I will be resorting to using Stockholm Syndrome in order for you to fully love me. Oh, sorry. This close proximity to you is surely not helping. It is taking everything in my power not to claim you for myself right here and now, so I should better get going now before I end up doing something to you. I will be visiting again in the near future to hear your response. Or to kidnap you, I don't know which one yet. Why did I give you a choice if both lead to the same outcome? Well, it's quite simple. One is consensual, while the other one is more... How do I say this? More forceful. See? Aren't I just so considerate? Taking the consensual option, you'll be able to keep most of the liberties that you use on a daily basis. If I have to use the forceful options, well, surely your fans will miss your videos. Well, until you develop Stockholm Syndrome, then I'll allow the internet access again. So, be sure to think long and hard. Anyways, I best leave now before I physically am unable to. Until next time, my love. Ciao.